Did you know that a black African queen once defeated the Roman Empire and blinded a statue of Emperor Augustus? This is just one of the many forgotten stories brought to light in Zeinab Badawi's monumental book, An African History of Africa, From the Dawn of Humanity to Independence. In this video, we're diving deep into Badawi's work. This is not just another history book, it's a reclamation of a narrative long dominated by Eurocentric perspectives. Badawi, a Sudanese-British journalist and BBC presenter, embarks on a journey to tell the story of Africa from an African perspective, drawing on her extensive research and her BBC World Service series, 100 Journeys That Shaped World History. The book spans an immense time frame, from the earliest Homo sapiens fossils discovered in Jebel Irhoud, Morocco, around 300,000 BCE, to the independence movement of the 1960s. But what sets this book apart is its emphasis on pre-colonial achievements, dedicating approximately 80% of its pages to the period before 1500 CE. Badawi meticulously builds a compelling case against the outdated and harmful notion of Africa as a dark continent with no history, a concept popularized by figures like Hegel. Let's begin at the very beginning, with the origins of humanity itself. Badawi highlights the crucial discoveries in Jebel Irhoud and Omo Kaibish, Ethiopia, dating back 300,000 and 195,000 years respectively, underscoring Africa's role as the cradle of humankind. She skillfully weaves together archaeological evidence and the latest genetic studies, including a 2020 Nature paper on Jebel Irhoud DNA, to connect all humans to their African ancestors. Moving forward in time, the book explores the wonders of ancient Egypt, but not in isolation. Badawi connects Egyptian civilization to its African roots, emphasizing its interactions with Nubia and the Kushite Empire to the south. She recounts the story of King Pi, who conquered Egypt in the 8th century BC, establishing a Kushite dynasty that ruled for decades. The Kushite Empire itself received significant attention. Most people don't know about the powerful Kushite queens, known as Kandaks, who ruled Meroe in present-day Sudan. Queen Amenarines, in particular, stands out for her military prowess, defeating Roman legions at Aswan in 25 BC and famously blinding a statue of Emperor Augustus. The Aksumite Empire, flourishing in present-day Ethiopia and Eritrea between 100 and 940 CE, is another key focus. Badawi details the conversion of King Izona to Christianity in 330 CE, making Aksum one of the earliest Christian kingdoms in the world. She also explores the empire's extensive trade networks and its impressive architectural achievements. As we move westward across the continent, the book delves into the Ghana Empire, which thrived from 300 to 1100 CE in present-day Mauritania and Mali. Its capital, Kumbisola, was a major center of trade, particularly in gold. Then comes the Mali Empire, renowned for its wealth and its most famous ruler, Musa. Badawi recounts Musa's legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324, during which he distributed so much gold in Cairo that he inadvertently devalued the currency for the next 12 years. Ibn Battuta's accounts vividly describe the scale of Musa's entourage and the impact of his generosity. The narrative then shifts southward to Great Zimbabwe, a remarkable civilization that flourished between 1100 and 1450 CE. Badawi highlights the impressive stone enclosures built by Bantu speakers without mortar, showcasing their advanced engineering skills. The city's prosperity was based on the trade of gold and ivory. Further west, the Songhai Empire, which rose to prominence in the 15th and 16th centuries, is explored through the rule of Askia Muhammad, who promoted education and Islamic scholarship. Timbuktu, a major city within the Songhai Empire, became a renowned center of learning, boasting a university with 25,000 students by 1327 CE, larger than Oxford at the time. The Ethiopian Empire, with its long and complex history, is also given its due. Badawi recounts the legend of the Queen of Sheba, dating back to around 950 BCE, and traces the empire's lineage through centuries of Christian rule. The rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, built in the 12th century, stand as a testament to the empire's enduring legacy. Of course, An African History of Africa doesn't shy away from the darker chapters of the continent's past. The transatlantic slave trade, which forcibly displaced an estimated 12.5 million Africans between 1526 and 1867, is examined in detail. Badawi exposes the brutal realities of this trade and its devastating impact on African societies. The scramble for Africa, culminating in the Berlin Conference of 1884-1885, is another pivotal moment in the book. Badawi recounts the colonial powers' ruthless exploitation of African resources and the horrific atrocities committed, particularly in the Congo Free State under King Leopold II, where an estimated 10 million people perished. Finally, the book chronicles the independence era, beginning with Ghana in 1957 and continuing throughout the 1960s, often referred to as the Year of Africa. Badawi highlights the contributions of key figures like Kwame Nkrumah and the challenges faced by newly independent nations. An African History of Africa has had a significant impact since its publication in 2023. With a Goodreads rating of 4.3 out of 5 and a nomination for the 2024 British Book Awards, it has resonated with readers seeking a more balanced and nuanced understanding of African history. The book has also boosted viewership of the BBC series that inspired it and is being cited in UNESCO's African history curricula. Beyond its academic and cultural impact, Badawi's work has inspired tangible change. Sales of the book have funded her non-profit organization, which supports Sudanese archives in the wake of the ongoing civil war. Badawi's book also connects to modern Africa in profound ways. It echoes the Pan-Africanist vision of Kwame Nkrumah and is being used in Nigerian school reforms to promote pre-colonial pride among youth facing high unemployment. The book also draws parallels between historical exploitation and contemporary resource extraction, such as the cobalt mines in the Democratic Republic of Congo. While An African History of Africa has been widely praised, it has also faced some criticism. Some reviewers have pointed out omissions, such as the lack of detailed coverage of World War I in Africa and downplaying internal African conflicts. Others have accused Badawi of glossing over the precursors to the Bashir regime in Sudan. However, the book has been rigorously peer-reviewed and has not been found to contain any major factual errors. Despite these criticisms, An African History of Africa remains a vital contribution to our understanding of the continent's rich and complex history. It challenges long-held biases, celebrates pre-colonial achievements, and connects the past to the present, offering a powerful and inspiring vision for the future. Zeinab Badawi's work is not just a history book, it's a call to action, urging us to confront our own biases and to embrace a more inclusive and equitable understanding of the world. It's a pivotal book for anyone seeking to decolonize their understanding of history. What aspect of African history do you find most surprising or underreported? Share your thoughts in the comments below.